Today I'm working on a Hardinge Conquest, or a Hardinge Quest, and I'm rebuilding the collet closer. So Hardinge collet closer, you got to pull some hoses off, obviously. There are, I don't know, 12. Yeah, 12 studs sticking through that with nuts on them. They're 5/16. Use a 1/2-inch wrench to remove this collet closer. So what you got, this goes on, this just is held on by an O-ring and 4 bolts. And it just bolts onto that face. Then you got this ring right here is basically the piston stop, and it's always left-handed threads. This one here had red Loctite on it. Even heat, it took me an hour to get this off. It is left-handed threads on just about every one of these Hardinge collet closers. I don't care if it's a Conquest, a Quest. I've rebuilt them on all kinds of them. So then you loosen, you take all these bolts loose, mark everything. This can only go on one way. You got this hole at the top, and these 2 holes, they line up with the fittings there, and that thing right there is what's anti-rotate. So I'm gonna put this down, or try and show you this coming apart. Well, that didn't work, but there it is. So I marked this so I know the orientations. It'll only go 1 of 2 ways because there's pins. There's a pin. Well, I guess it'll only go one way. You got this 1 stud. So I didn't have to mark it, but I marked everything. I put a punch mark on everything. So those are the bolts that holds the piston housing together. And this piston should pull out of here. There it is. So there you go. There's your piston O-ring. There's the piston, the diameter. These are wear items. This piston goes back and forth in that housing. So you got an O-ring there that goes bad. It's leaking out of the front, out through the chuck. That O-ring's bad. If it doesn't have clamp pressure, this is bad. So it's getting blow by and it's equalizing the pressure on both ends. Then you got 2 O-rings on this one. You got an O-ring here and 1 at the other end. On this one, this O-ring right here was bad. That O-ring right there is shot. It's just flat. Flattened right out. So here's the deal. I've been here a couple hours, and it took me an hour to get that end cap off from those threads right there because of red Loctite. And it was on there. All I did to take it off is I put 4 bolts in this. That's where your collet closer 2 bolts into. And I took a bar, put it between here, and I just beat the crap out of it. So that's it. And the seal probably, I don't know, I would say $20 in O-rings. You got 4 O-rings you got to replace. That's it. 4 O-rings, and you can do it yourself. Like I said, it's a simple job. Or you can send it to Hardinge, and $15,000 and 8-week lead time. They'll do it for you. So there you go.